Hey everyone, today I just want to make a quick video going over the Star Glitter shop for the month of November and give my opinion on what you should be looking at buying and what is just an easy skip, as well as the information that you should be considering when considering to buy any of these pieces. Alright, going right into it. The first thing I want to look at is Bennett. Bennett, I believe, is a really good jack of all trade character. I will be making a video about him in the future, but for now, the main information you need to know is if you don't have a second healer, or you don't have a primary healer, and you don't like the way Barbara or Noelle heals, you can pick up Bennett, as if built for HP, he can provide very good heals with his Elemental Burst, alongside the fact that his Elemental skill has a very short cooldown, allowing you to spam it to get your burst up even faster. Additionally, you should be thinking about picking up Bennett if you need a new support character for your team and you already are running a Pyro main DPS character, as Bennett will be able to give the Pyro Resonance bonus with the Pyro main DPS, as well as provide additional attack, again using that Elemental Burst. The burst not only provides healing, but it will also provide bonus attack based off of Bennett's base attack, which is really good because you could build him for both healing and the attack bonus, because the base attack only scales off of your weapon's base attack and your character's level. So as long as those two things are leveled, and you give him health artifacts, he'll be giving a very good heal and a very good attack bonus at the same time. But again, I'll mainly recommend picking him up then if you already are running a main DPS Pyro unit. Really quickly, I want to actually demonstrate Bennett's healing, as well as talk about another reason why you might want to pick him up. As you see, I just killed my Keqing and brought her back, and now I'm going to pop Bennett's heal and watch him go. You can see that she's healing 1,000 health at a time, or a little bit over 1,000, and it healed rather rapidly, with less than a second between each tick of that heal. Alright, and with that, she was healed almost back to full health, or at least 75% health. And when looking at my Bennett, we can see that I actually don't have him built too high. He has level 50. He's built to level 50. He has a weapon on him that doesn't provide him any additional attack. And he has almost no artifacts on him, besides the level 5 flower. And a level 0 feather that is providing both health percentage and health and flat health. However, he's barely built out, and if I actually filled out all of his artifacts with HP artifacts, or if I filled him out with a Maiden's set with HP bonus, his healing could really be increased. Alright, then I also want to talk about an additional reason why I would pick up Bennett. So if Bennett's already on your team, and someone you use consistently, I would also pick up Bennett to get any of his constellations. I believe all of Bennett's constellations are really good for him, but specifically I would pick him up for his first and his last constellation. His first constellation especially because it changes his burst from healing or giving you the attack bonus to always giving you the attack bonus and sometimes healing as long as you're below 75% health, and that could be really big on his support ability. Then I'll also pick him up for his final constellation, because this really does increase his ability as a pyro support. Characters holding swords, claymores, or polearms within Fantastic Voyage will now gain a 15% pyro damage bonus, as well as having their normal and charge attacks converted to pyro. Yes, any character with a sword, claymore, or polearm will be able to take advantage of this, since all their normal attacks will be converted to pyro. However, it'll be much better on a character who's already putting out pyro damage, since they will be able to get a larger bonus on not only their normal and charge attacks, but as well as their elemental skill and burst. Next we have Lisa, and since everyone already has Lisa, you already can kind of know if you want to pick up a second copy or not. If you already are using her and she's the main part of your team, I would only recommend picking up another copy if it will be your first or your last constellation. I don't recommend picking up any copies for her middle constellations, as they all seem a bit more lackluster in my opinion. Other than the obvious benefits that leveling up your skills provides, I don't think it's really worth it. Alright, next we have the Black Cliff weapon set. The Black Cliff weapon set is a very good weapon set that provides crit damage as a substat. It has a skill that says after defeating an enemy, your attack is increased by 12% for 30 seconds. This could stack 3 times, but each stack's duration is counted separately from each other. The big thing that you have to think about, knowing that they stack separately from each other, is can you keep up all 3 stacks? I believe in some content this will be impossible. Against bosses, you most likely will never see this even come into play. However, I still think this weapon can be very good. The main reasons why I would pick up this weapon is if I'm using a character the main reasons I would pick up this weapon or any of these weapons is if my character is already on a crit build, then I'm focusing crit rate, and I need to boost up the crit damage. Or my character already has an innate crit rate built into their kit. I believe if you're not taking advantage of both the substat, main stat, and the ability, then this weapon probably is not worth it, because even if you could stack this 3 times, you'll be getting 36% damage. However, late game weapons will be providing attack bonuses similar to the 36% that this sword will provide even if you have all 3 stacks up. So if you're not taking advantage of that crit damage, you're better off just going with a weapon that provides attack percentage and a better ability that you actually can take advantage of. Some characters that I would consider using this on are Razor if you have 2 of his constellations, Kaya if you have 1 of his constellations, Keqing because she has innate crit rate built into her kit, Klee because her second ascension ability kind of leans you towards building crit on her, and Amber if you're playing her at all. She does have an 8 crit rate on her ultimate. Additionally, if you're building the Geo Traveler, one of his constellations does provide an 8 crit rate to everyone within his ultimate, which can assist with building up the crit rate of a character if you're trying to use this weapon. However, again, that being said, those aren't the only characters I would use it on. I would also use this on any character that I'm already building crit on them, especially if I have a high crit rate but don't have really high crit damage yet. Then this weapon will be really good for them as well. So looking at the Stardust Exchange, nothing new was added to this shop. So the only thing that would focus in this shop are the same thing that would focus in last month, and that is getting all of the fates collected as soon as possible, and then holding the rest of my Stardust for next month. Unless I have a lot of Stardust on hand, then I can also consider picking up the Limited Mora and the Mystic Enchantment Ores. Other than that, I would hold off on buying anything else within the shop. Alright, that has been the things I would consider buying within this patch, or within this month's Star Glitter shop. Let me know what you guys think down below, and that's all for me. Have a good day. Oh, also, don't forget to like and subscribe as it does help my channel grow. Thank you so much. Have a good day.